What's poppin', everyone? Welcome to another episode of Remember When. My name is Jose. With me today are my boys Mir and John. Say what's up, guys.
Chicky boom.
What's up, bro?
They call me Q Bempi.
Q Bembita.
The rumba beat.
Chicky boom.
Yeah, we're talking about the mask today.
Yeah.
You guys already know. But before we dive in, let's get some small talk in. How you guys been? How's life?
Man, I wish I had a mask right now. I'd be doing some crazy shit right now.
The mask.
Yeah,
the mask.
The mask, man.
Have you seen that one meme where it's like, choose your mask and you inherit the powers of it? And it's the Iron Man mask. It's the mask. I think it had Black Panther or Captain America mask. Basically, whatever the mask is, you would get the powers.
Yeah, I'm
and
taking the
abilities
mask
behind
all
that.
the way, man.
Yeah, the mask.
The mask. You best bet I'm getting that, bro. The amount of because especially from the comics, I mean, from the movie alone, you already know the power of the mask. You become like literally become a cartoon, invincible, invulnerable. No one can kill you. But the comics, I ain't gonna lie. If I was, feeling down the world, if I gave up on the world, that's gonna be me. It's gonna be me, bro. I'm gonna be going bananas, man. Only cartoon physics are gonna apply to me, nobody else.
Have you ever read the actual mask comics?
Yeah, I mean, do we want to get into it right now? Yeah, let's do the comic. Yeah.
Might as well get that one out the way.
Yeah, because I mean, if no one has ever read any of the mask comics, you might think it's like, oh, it's just like the Jim Carrey movie. It's gonna be slapstick, it's gonna be goofy. And if you read the later comics, probably, but the initial comics that this movie's based on, good lord, you need to. For all y'all, this is y'all homework. The Mask Returns, and The Mask Strikes Back. That is the perfect trifecta of the comics that you all need to read because it is nothing. It's got some things, like it's got Stanley Ipkiss. It's got a couple things from the book. It's got Calloway, like the detective, but it is nothing like the movie at all. It is violent, bloody, gory, really gory. Like it is straight up. Like there's a couple scenes. Like, if you remember the mechanic scene, like where he puts the pipes in all the tubes up the ass, bro. That scene in the comics, he literally just shoves them full of tubes, and they're looking like figures, out of a wax museum, but they're literally dead. The one dude's literally stuffed in the face full of tubes and pipes. It is nasty, and the way he goes on a massacre, it's like if you playing GTA and just go on a killing spree. That's the comics, and straight up light spoiler, Stanley dies. He dies in the beginning of the comics. He dies. He gets killed by his girlfriend.
Most people don't live in the comics. It's like you can really make it like a series, where each episode is each individual person that gets the mask because it gets passed around like candy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dang.
Yeah, and there's a bunch, you still got the mob involved, you got the police involved, but the mob, they got this one dude, Walter. Walter is one of the scariest dudes in that whole book because he's the only one that can go toe-to-toe with the mask. He's just a big, brick-built dude, and he barely speaks. Yeah, literally, he'll do the most random shit. He'll be talking to a police officer, and then he'll just take a knife and just start cutting his face and just be smiling. And meanwhile, the dude is the dude talking to him is so let's go over the details. Let's talk about the big-headed, and he's just cutting himself. He's like, and they're like, yo, can you stop? Can you just stop doing that? What's wrong with you, man? And bro, because in the movie, they call him the Mask. But in the comics, he's known as the Big Head Killer. The Big Head Killer, bro.
Big Head Killer.
The Big Head Killer. And there's a good reason. He kills so many people. Well, Stanley alone kills a lot of people. But if we count in the Mask total, that total casualty rate is probably in the thousands.
And he looks honestly less like what Stanley looks like with the mask on. He honestly looks like what the later person has the mask on looks like.
Yeah, he looks he looks way more demonic. Just look up the art. The art is so twisted, and it makes him look not only crazy but creepy as fuck. It's crazy. Highly recommend. If you've only seen the movies, go find them comic books. They're cheap. I think you can find the omnibus, which contains the whole trilogy. Highly recommend it. It's cheap on Amazon. Go find it. But it's nothing like the movie. I don't know if I can say the mask or the comics or the movies better. I don't know. Because they're both different in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
The movies, more family friendly, I guess. Kind of family friendly.
I prefer the movie, to be honest, because I mean, if it's just senseless killing in a comic, a lot of people already do that. So respectfully, it's an interesting take where it's like, oh, someone's like basically a cartoon in reality. Like that point's interesting, but each individual person, once you realize it's like, oh, whatever you try to hide, your inner self, that's what comes out. It's kind of anticipated. Like, oh, like I got a husband that like I low-key hate. So when I put on a mask, I kill him. But after a while, you kind of know what the deal is. You can only do that so much, and make it entertaining. Because for a lot of times, it's not. Respectfully. And I love comics. Now, the movie, I was laughing my ass off rewatching this thing. I am not lying to you. I was saying, hey, yo. I was yelling in my room, and I was like, yo, this movie, I don't remember it being this good, but it's been a while where it's honestly like Ghostbusters, like how we reviewed that lately. And then like when we rewatched it, we had such a high opinion of it. That's honestly in the same bracket for me.
For real.
With the movie.
I actually agree with you. And right before we dive into it, we're going to read off some comments, do some shout outs. We have a new review. You guys have not disappointed us at all. So we did a Samurai Jack clip from our Cartoon Theories episode, and y'all loved it.
Yeah, y'all loved it. Y'all loved it.
Loved
a lot.
So much so that you reminded me every opportunity that you had that I'm a dumbass. That doesn't know what I'm talking about.
It's not even your fault.
It's not even my theory.
Literally, we're talking about like the clip, like we uploaded to the Instagram, which Instagram at Remember When Podcast and YouTube at Remember When Podcast. But yeah, we uploaded it short. And it's just like Jose explaining the Samurai Jack theory. We're not claiming we made the theory. We're just talking about it. We're sorry if the clip insinuated that we like created it or really believe it, but a lot of people thought we did. And because of that, it created some of the funniest comments I've ever seen. I swear to God.
I would wake up in the morning and I started my day getting grilled by randoms online.
First comment, never let this man cook. He got banned from the kitchen on the first.
Bro, another way we got this is a horrible theory. Okay, yeah, that's cool. But another dude, yo, shout outs to Frenchie from the blocks. No sex in this room ever.
Another nigga, crack shit theory. Wow, bro.
Crack shit.
It's a fent shit theory.
Strix figure IKUC, bro, stop. It doesn't even click right. But yo, Nicholas David Trumpack, this theory might be horrible. But it actually makes perfect sense because in an episode of Samurai Jack, he does walk into a destroyed, and I mean a destroyed Townsville. Okay, I see what you mean. Get your grammar right.
Yeah.
Also, for the Pokemon trivia, shout out Robert Karsten 4050. He said, "This is the disrespect vets get on a daily basis. Invisible to the world. Indeed, you are invisible." DJ Wellhouse, just all caps horrible.
Yo, Drodo bands. This is some old Harry Potter Voldemort Powerpuff Aku ass.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, they love us.
Also on the Sunny D episode, if you like Sunny D, I bet you also take GHB around your totally chill uncle. That's wild.
God damn. Is he wrong?
Excuse me for having some bias.
That's wild.
Did you know they sell Sunny D vodka?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely
Apparently it
disgusting.
doesn't taste like the worst thing ever. So.
Oh, okay.
If we gas that up, she's going to say something else crazy.
Soon. Probably not trying that anytime
No,
soon.
I'm not trying to have it.
Yeah.
It's the best of two horrible worlds.
Diabetes and drunk.
Hell yeah.
And then we have a brand new review. Feel free to leave a review. 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. We read it all. It does not matter. Grill
love
us,
the
praise
feedback.
us. Yeah,
Yeah,
we love
we
the
love
feedback.
it.
Just know if it's under 3 stars, Amir is reading it. So, take that as you will. So we got a brand new 5-star review. Josue all the way says, Jose is the sexiest man I've ever seen. Thank you.
Shout outs.
There we
Shout
go.
outs.
We appreciate the kindness.
We appreciate it. After getting grilled and called an idiot, that's refreshing.
We need more of that.
Yeah, we need more. Just stop down, just like absolute studs. All right, time to talk about The Mask.
The Mask.
The Mask.
Starring Jim Carrey. as the Mask, as Stanley Ipkiss, the man who's down on his luck. Can't get a girl, he's just not the really best guy all around until he one day finds a mask. Maybe from another dimension, who knows? But after he finds it, his whole world turns into a cartoon.
Don't disrespect the Vikings like that.
What?
Y'all remember in the beginning of the movie where the Vikings was putting it all in the chest?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the man was like, the mask just came out of nowhere. Vikings, nigga.
Yeah, I forgot about that, bro. And in fact, there's this guy behind it, Loki.
Yeah, the power of Loki is in the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the god of mischief, all right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
So all that was
Thor's
in the
brother?
mask. They put,
Thor's brother, right? In the MCU.
Marvel-wise.
Yeah, this is connected to the MCU. Loki's in here.
Yes. The mask will actually be in the next Thunderbolts movie.
Yes, and the Kingpin guy from before is actually Thor.
But yeah, so we're talking about the Mask movie. It came out in 1994 and did $300 million more than its budget in the box office.
Yes, sir.
So if that isn't a testament to how incredible this movie really is, Amir was saying it earlier, like rewatching this, I truly did not appreciate how much of a marvel this movie is. Now I do. I like, not that I didn't like it before, but like now I'm just like, this actually like maybe a top 10 movie like of all time. Like it's like just so well done. The acting is incredible. But yeah,
catching all the tropes.
Yeah.
Everything,
the innuendos. Like, I don't even know if I can call it innuendos. It's just straight up like, he's talking about a boner, nigga. He's talking about a boner. Or he's like, he's talking about sex. Like, it's not even innuendos at this point.
The baguette.
I'll spread the baguette. What was he saying? He's
the
like,
most quotable movie.
He's like, kiss me, my dear, and I will reveal my croissant. I will spread your pate.
Pate is crazy.
But yeah, so if you've never seen the Mask movie, spoilers ahead. We are going to spoil the shit out of this movie. Yeah. It's just that good. It's just that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the movie opens up. So we have the mask itself. All right, it's inside a box underwater, and I believe it's a construction worker, but that was doing underwater work is what it looked like.
I don't know if that was a construction worker or some
just
random
diver.
Diver that was near.
I know they had the
site.
pipe. I know they had the pipe, and he had was coming down whatnot. So it looked like he was doing underwater construction.
Yeah, probably like an underwater welder or something.
Yeah, there you go, underwater welder. So yeah, doing his business, and notices, oh my gosh, wow, a box. Oh, let me see what's inside of it, right? Fast forward, this man ends up getting trapped by a pipe.
He gets
steel
beam.
He gets hit by the pipe and then trapped.
It falls on him.
Implies that he's basically dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, okay, just straight, not even blind. Johnny confirms.
He's dead. He went, oh, and we never saw nothing. He's dead. He's gone.
With the girls,
rest in peace to my diver, man. He didn't even deserve that, bro.
This whole team forgot he was there.
Damn, they really be on people, man.
So the mask, that chest ends up opening up, and the mask floats to the top of the water. Now we change scenes. We're over at, what is the city called? Star City? I don't know,
Star
something
City.
like that.
Gotham.
We're in Gotham City.
Yeah, Gotham City.
Yeah,
boy.
Gotham City. Oh, Edge City.
Edge City.
I don't know where Star came from.
It's
that was
the same thing.
The edge of the galaxy. Stars. There we go.
There's
connection.
edginess.
And that's where we see our guy Stanley Ipkiss.
Mm-hmm. He works in a bank, bro.
He works in a bank. Yeah.
And the first thing we see is him buying tickets for some broad that don't even like this man.
We see him simping off the bat. This within the first 5 minutes of the movie. You see some simping behavior.
He said, we can go. I don't know about we.
Yeah, I only got 2 tickets. It's only sold out, but I can't leave my friend at home. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Go with your friend. He think he about to get some pussy. He's like, I'll let her go. Maybe she'll come back and be like, oh, Stanley, I love you. Nah, bro. That ain't how life works. You get taken advantage of.
Folds right off the bat. All right. So we see just what kind of guy he is. Very passive. He lets people step all over him.
A bit awkward.
Yeah. Definitely a bit awkward.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No, moderate.
Yes. Straight heavy. Straight heavy, bro.
Straight heavy.
I mean, this man wrote a poem called "Nice Guys Finish Last," bro. I mean, if that ain't like a telltale sign of like, I ain't shit. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Utter sadness,
man. You no backbone.
No backbone at all. But so our boy Charlie comes into the scene. Charlie comes up to Stan and he's like, bro, you don't got game. He kept it real with him. Told him, he was like, I'm sorry, you're pathetic. And Stanley told him, he said, look, I'm wearing her down, man. I think I almost maybe kind of potentially might have a shot. Not at all. Not even close. Our boy Stanley is not even close to getting a shot. But Charlie says, hey, come on out to Coco Bongo.
Coco Bongo.
Coco Bongo.
Coco Bongo.
It's a nightclub, which the movie spends a lot of time at. It's primarily in the night scene. And going back to that whole Loki, you know, the mask connecting Loki, he's a god of the night, you know, like a night god. Huh.
This movie's smarter than I thought.
So,
Damn.
you know, maybe that's why a lot of the scenes are at night. Yeah. So that nightclub will be actually, I would argue, probably one of 3 main set pieces in the movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because, like, the bank, the nightclub, and then I guess you could count the apartment.
The worst could happen. That nightclub ain't shut. Wild.
It was not. It was not. Coco Bongo is here to stay.
Mass shooting. We up. We up.
You ain't even wrong, bro. Like, the amount of times guns have been fired in that nightclub, and then it's like, oh, let's move on next day. Ain't no trauma. People got shot, but it's okay.
That shit like Club Onyx refused to die.
Oh, yeah. Just clean up the blood and we're good. Like, let's keep moving forward.
We got money to make.
But yeah, so, and then in comes this female, Tina.
Ooh. Tina.
Who we end up seeing as not what she exactly seems to be. She's talking to Mr. Ipkiss, trying to open up an account, but we fast forward a little bit and we see that her purse has a camera in it. She's recording the bank for some reason. And then we go over to the mob people.
That's right.
Yeah.
The mob is behind this.
What was that thing they called females that was really attractive and they just there for a plot or scheme?
Whores?
No, like when a government spy sends like someone pretty to infiltrate honey trap.
A honeypot.
What?
Honey
Honey pot or honey trap?
Honeypot.
Is
Yeah,
it
she's
actually
a
honey
honeypot.
pot?
Yeah, honeypot.
Oh, okay.
FBI do it all
She's
the
dead
time.
ass a honeypot, people. Like a whole camera on the Gucci bag. It's crazy.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, so we see that she might have some mobster affiliates, right? And it gives us a hint that this movie might be taking a interesting direction.
Yeah.
Kind of a crime.
A drama.
No approach. A
Crime
drama. Crime drama. Yeah.
And the
How-
villain looks ugly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely does.
What's that nigga name?
What
I ain't gonna lie, his face bothers me.
was his face? I don't know. I remember his name. Dorian.
Yeah, Dorian.
Yeah.
Respect to the actor. Your face bothers me.
Wait, do you mean when he got the mask or before?
Before,
Why? What's bothering you
I
about
don't know. He just has such a
a Botox face or
rocky face. I don't know. Like
Like I don't know.
I feel like he'd be a great Geo dude. Like
I mean, he kind of remind me of like Patrick Bateman from like American Psycho. I mean, he gotta give me that vibe.
nah, Patrick Bateman gives like the look. Like this man just gives like I don't know. He just bothers
He's
me.
just slimy,
Respect
man.
it.
Slimy.
Slimy.
He's slimy.
Slimy.
Like he
Disgusting.
looks like he should be wearing lipstick or something. Like I don't know.
What you saying? He's a mannequin? He's
He
like
reminds me of David Bowie for some odd reason.
That's so
that's
wild.
mad disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
That's mad disrespectful. We're sorry, David Bowie.
Speaking of disrespectful, can we talk about the fact that my man was used as a golf tee?
Yeah,
Yo.
He got all kind of clean.
he did.
I'd rather take that than getting jumped
Yeah.
any day.
Or
Like,
losing a damn pinky or something like that.
put
man-
some Carmex on it. Like, I don't know. You'll be all right.
Yeah, so our boy Dorian, actually, I'm not claiming that man. That's Amir's man. It's Dorian, all right? So, yeah.
I just said I don't like him.
Fine, I'll claim Dorian.
Fine.
I'll claim
That's
Dorian.
Johnny's man.
Johnny's
That's my
Dorian.
man. I'll claim you if nobody wants you.
Now, this man gets turned into a fucking bottom, basically. He just gets laid out on the floor, a golf tee put in his mouth, and, Big My Boss comes over and is just golfing with this tee in this guy's mouth.
You said usually my game is on point. You see the shit you doing pissing me off. And it's making my game a little off. Smack that boy's lips. He said, oh, it rolled and everything.
Hey, you could have smacked the side of this man's cheek. It broke some shit, bro.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If that golf club actually did not hit the ball and made
Yeah, that
contact
would've-
with his face, whew,
That would
yeah.
have broke a cheekbone easy.
Yeah, jaw would have been snapped in half. It would have been insane. But yeah, so now Dorian, he's a little angry now. Dorian isn't too happy. He's human. Yeah. But we go back to our good old boy Stanley Ipkiss. All right. So he's kind of having a little tough go at life right now. Got rejected arguably twice, because like he didn't really put up too much of a game for Tina, right?
Mhm.
And the auto scene or the auto shop scene, my favorite scene in the whole movie. That was,
I mean, the best representation of
that was just the most real life adult thing. We put it on Instagram if you want to see the scene. All right.
Hashtag mechanic haters.
This. So you see two like slime ball mechanics in this auto shop, right? Mr. Ipkiss comes in. He's like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up his Civic, I think is what it was. Yeah, he's here to pick up his car." And the guy is like, "Oh, yeah, it's there's a few things wrong with it. You can't pick it up right now." He's like, "What?" He's like, and then the one guy, he was like, "Yeah, your transmission is busted, and then something else or whatnot, and then the brake pads are shot."
AC replacement, brake pads shot.
And he was like, "What? I just came here for an oil change." Every single time, right? It's always that, bro. When you go in for the oil change, they're just like, "By the way, your suspension is shot." Wait, what? It's been
shot, your brake pads are down. You need your tires need to be rotated.
yeah. You realize there's so much dust in your system. You could die, right? There's dust in my what? How'd you? Where's this at? Yeah, they basically they did what every auto shop in America does, and they don't just let you come in for one thing. They gotta dig deeper and deeper and deeper.
I'd be asked if someone be like, "Hey, yeah, so we're gonna work on your car. I know you came for oil change, but we're all gonna stack all this on top, and it's gonna come out to $1,000." I'd be like, "Get back my car, bro. I'll put these."
I asked for one service, bro.
Yeah, like you trying to upcharge me, bro? I'll sue you. Like, I'm gonna get my lawyer, bitch. Like,
you can tell they was slime because right before he came, he was like, "Hey, boss, what's this part?" And he was like, "I don't know, but it's about 700. And just instantly went to talk to Stanley. I'm like, that is crazy.
But yeah, and that's the other crazy part about is that this man doesn't even throw out a price tag, a time it will be done, or anything. He's like, just sign right here.
How much is this gonna cost? I don't know. It's gonna cost something.
Yeah, he said, there's no price. There will be. So they give Stanley this beater upper car.
The Lona.
Anyone know what car model that was?
No, I'm not a car guy.
Disgusting is what it was.
I don't know, but
I don't know
it
what that
was
model.
definitely like an 80s car, I thought.
100%.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Or like maybe like 60s, bro. That thing, you saw
Actually,
how rusted that bit was?
Yeah, it really might be 60s, not gonna lie.
That thing
It
like
really
a
might
tank.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta push that thing in order to get it going.
Because it was also one of those ones that just pull up and it's literally sounding like gunshots is popping off.
Pop, pop, smoke in the back.
Yeah, so Stanley pulls up to Coco Bongo nightclub in his loner. Yeah.
Great strip club name. Just saying.
Coco Bongos. Oh, come see some bongos. Hey. Chicky chicky boy.
Hawaiian style.
Yo, y'all gotta help this podcast get big because we will open up a real life Coco Bongo. We will do it. We will open
It'll
up.
get shot up every night. Yeah.
Every single night.
It doesn't matter. The worst could happen. We up the next day. You thought last night was crazy? Just come today.
He said, "Yo, remember that time when that stripper got shot? Yeah, bro, we gotta go back now."
All ages. 5 to 80. Alcohol to everyone.
Yeah, we'll literally have cops at the bar drinking, maybe even serving you the alcohol that you're about to use to do some devilish deeds with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
crazy.
Everything
bar
is
concept.
legal.
We gonna get all the mayors in the tri-state area.
Coco Bongo.
Bongo, let go.
But yeah, so Stanley, he can't get in the club. He's embarrassed by his car. They're like, you're broke, man. He got soaked by some water, you know, from a car passing by. It's just
Technically, he had the pass into the club.
he did, but his
friends
passive.
dipped on him.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, you don't
Everyone dipped. How deep was they? That was about like 7, 8 people deep. They
Yeah.
instantly just walked past him, and he just never got in.
did not make it in. Yeah, so Stanley again is having a tough time, so he takes his loaner car away, and this thing breaks down on him in a bridge, right? So now he's just pissed with life. And when I tell you it breaks down, quite literally, like breaks down, like the car is just busted. And then he sees some floating in the water, a human being. So he's like, "Oh, I got to go save it." And it is not a human being at all. It's just trash.
Like one.
No, it did
At
not.
all.
Not even close.
I would have never confused that with a human.
I don't even know how he saw it. There was no street lights out, bro.
3 milk jugs and a mask. Like,
Amir's not even playing. It's just
it looks ass. Like,
This man jumped in the whole water.
I was confused when he was like, "Sir, what, sir?"
He's like, "I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you."
I got you, man. Oh, fiddlesticks.
But yeah, so he finds the mask.
That's right.
Oh, wow. So fast forward, Stanley brings it over to his apartment, all right? And where he's being greeted by the most disrespectful landlord I've ever seen. She was a dick. You remember the old lady? She was just like, Stanley. And he's like, oh my gosh, this bitch. What do you want?
Get all over my carpets.
But yeah, so after a nice little swift talking to, right, Stanley ends up going into his apartment, hangs out with his dog, and we see that he's a very big, like, cartoon fan, right? Lots and lots of cartoon references in there, right? Including, like, just straight up references to the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
Well, not even references, just straight up in your face. Like, loves the Tasmanian Devil, loves Looney Tunes.
You got Tex Avery cartoons, like that classic wolf with the like Little Red Riding Hood cartoon where he's just howling like, woo! Like, woo! Boom, 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 boom. Straight goofy shit.
And so this is when Stanley ends up putting on the mask for the first time, is in his apartment. And that's where we get one of the most iconic lines from Jim Carrey or any movie, the smoking. I think my favorite line was, "It's party time, P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta." And let me tell you, Jim Carrey absolutely delivers in every single line that he does. Like when he's passive, when he's this outgoing character. And let me tell you, I think that's the hardest level of acting, is when you have to act as a person acting like another person. You get what I'm saying? Like when you have to, like, for example, we'll use the Flash TV show, right? So you know how Harrison Wells, he's like been 4 different Harrison Wells in that show and had to, play as different characters. I think that's the hardest thing to do as an actor, is when you're an actor acting as somebody else. So it's like you have to double act. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
adopt 2 personas.
If we're being real, Jim Carrey's playing the character of Stanley, but the mask is Jim Carrey.
Yeah, the mask.
That's what I was gonna say. It feels like when he's the mask, it's more natural than him being Stanley, honestly, because, like, even before he got the mask at the Coco Bongo, where he's like talking to the girl outside, he was making weird facial expression shit. I would expect the mask.
He was always smiling, bro. He was always smiling, even in uncomfortable situations, bro. It was insane. But yeah, so now we got some mask escapades, and I love this. That's where you got the famous balloon Tommy gun scene.
Yeah, he's like, I got making my favorite thing, a Tommy gun. Da, 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 da. And that's one of the scenes that's in the comics. Like, he literally does that balloon. He makes the balloon. He's like, hey, it's a giraffe. And now I got a Tommy gun. Bah, bah, bah. And he shoots everybody, killing them. I was like, what the fuck?
Literally transforms a Tommy gun balloon into a real Tommy gun.
Literally, bro.
What killed me was right before, I think he was making each one individual animals. And at one point, he was like, oh, and then a used condom came out that was literally wet. And he was like, wrong pocket, and threw that shit away. I'm like, nigga, that was when I said, hey, yo, I remember that clearly.
It's one of the greatest. Like, it's so quick, you can miss it. It's so good. It's like one of the shit you never expect. As kids will be confused, but adults will be laughing their ass off.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Absolutely. Kids will be like, oh yeah, that's a deflated balloon. Like, no, it's not. I mean, it is, but is it?
Yeah.
And then he goes over to the auto shop where he puts down the work on the mechanics.
Hold on to your lug nuts, because it's time for an overhaul.
I'm running if anyone says that.
Like, bro, especially what he did to him. I mean, he shoved them pipes up their ass, bro. I know that ain't comfy. Let's say, I don't know. He might enjoy it.
There's no way. There's no way.
The way those pipes looked, no. I'm gonna say that's a hard no right there.
It's deep. It's deep.
You walk, you shit like that. There's no.
Yeah. The mufflers are busy. Crazy.
The mufflers are mad busy.
Yeah, so then we get to meet a couple other characters that are going to be kind of recurring through the rest of the movie. We get the investigator and then the journalist as well, who's not quite what she seems at the surface level, right?
Hey, you think that Stanley's about to get some? He's like, Stanley,
like, okay, Stanley.
Don't go for the blonde, bro. You know how blondes be. Go for the redhead. Redheads never steer you wrong.
No, never. And so, yeah, Stanley Ipkiss, he gets interrogated, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't know what happened last night," knowing darn well that he had a good dealing with it. Why the hallway is broken, how the window was busted right next to his apartment, how he didn't hear a single thing. Kind of suspicious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whole apartment wrecked.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Tasmanian devil.
He's
whirlwind.
He's also wearing the most recognizable pajamas ever, which plays a part later on when a piece of the said pajamas was at a crime scene. And so they're just like, so some other guy is just wearing this shit. And he's just like, yeah.
I thought that part was so interesting too, because I didn't realize, I guess, because maybe in the comics they've shown it, but I don't remember them cutting off a piece of like the fit or like whatever they had on,
the outfit.
And it reverts back to the normal side.
Right.
That was the weirdest part. But, I mean, you also have to, like, get him caught some way, because otherwise you can't prove shit.
Yeah, you can't at all. Right. So, yeah, and then fast forward a little bit more, we got some more mask escapades, which who doesn't like this? Who does not like this at all? Because anytime the mask is on screen, you're getting some funny shit, right? But, yeah, we got the... ooh, somebody stop me. And then, of course, our favorite line, bro. Can't make the scene if you don't have the green.
He said, no money.
Yeah, he pulls out like the bunny ears from the pockets. He's like,
a little fly comes out.
So when he pulls out the money, he's like, I got Franklin, Grant, and Jackson. Like every time, this man's teeth is always eyes like Jackson. Like he's like mean monkey. Like,
I wonder if it was hard for him to talk while he had those buck teeth in.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. It'll probably just feel weird, but I mean, it's Jim Carrey. He opened his mouth so big that he could probably swallow the whole like someone's head.
I feel like that's what created the whole like under like oh.
What was that sound he made too? He'd be like or it was like a little laugh or something. He'd be like or something.
Oh, like kind of like almost like a Woody Woodpecker kind of laugh.
Like, like a Bugs Bunny, like like something like
or
that.
just a straight up like ha. Just.
Oh god. So the mask, yeah, he ends up going over to the bank that he works at and takes basically all the fucking money, right?
Dancing while he does it.
Yeah.
Fully in the camera.
Yeah, so he goes to Coco Bongo, just throws out stacks just everywhere. Everybody getting money and goes right into the club. That's where we see our girl Tina. She's singing and dancing, and this guy, like you said, doing the wolf. Auga!
Jaw drop onto the floor.
The tongue roll out.
Got the heart coming out.
Just all the classic cartoon tropes kind of thing. And then the scene gets really crazy. Turns into Dancing with the Stars real fast.
Yep.
I don't know if that's actually Jim Carrey dancing. I didn't actually look that up to see if it like was him or not, but whoever was dancing, they were killing it, bro. they had moves. If it was Jim Carrey, very impressed. I'm not gonna
tossing that woman like she weighed 0 pounds.
Bro, man was clean with it.
They spin her in the air. I'm like, yeah, she'd be dead, bro. Like, she should be dead. Just the way she's spinning, bro.
But yeah, so he ends up they end up having like a whole dance scene. It's pretty crazy. And then in comes the mobsters, the guys, you know, and they're just like they're tired of this mask guy because he robbed
the bank. He because they were gonna rob the bank, and that's why they had Tina sneaking in.
Exactly.
But then since Stanley robbed the bank or the mask, you don't know who it is. Maybe it could be Stanley. But like he robs the bank first, and they're like, "Yo, it was the green guy. It was the green guy." And they're like, "Wait a minute, look at that. That's that green dude."
And he dead ass killed someone.
Who the mask?
Yeah. Remember the black guy in the beginning that was talking to the mob boss? He was like, yeah, like, you shouldn't disrespect the Don, basically.
Yeah.
He literally got shot by the mask.
Yeah, but he was alive after that.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in the corner, and they're like, "Yo, Dorian, we got a problem. There was a guy who robbed, and he was sitting there with like gunshot."
Really? In the scene, he was like, "All right, man, here, have this smoke on that," and then the cigarette literally falls, and he goes limp.
Oh, I'm blanking that.
They never showed him shooting up the guys at the scene, but he killed people.
Damn, R.I.P. my mans, bro. Jim Carrey the mask ain't got no morality behind it.
Nah,
he ain't got no morality behind him.
And so I'm pretty sure that was the same scene when he did the exaggerated death scene, if I'm not mistaken.
You got me, partner. You got, yo, that was my favorite.
Hands down, my favorite scene in the movie. Hands down, the best scene in the movie.
Because the way he be coughing, he's like,
you got me, partner.
the way he was like, first he was coughing away, but then he went like, he just coughing.
No, the way he was coughing was so nasty. Tell her to let your old yeller out. Just coughing. Just.
I would hate to be that actor, the dude who had to carry him, because you got Jim Carrey's coughing all over your face.
Well, I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. If that were me holding Jim Carrey as he's doing all that, I would have broke character so many times. And the fact that the guy is like the mobster, like, is actually concerned. He's like, "Oh my, are you okay?" Like, oh my gosh, the exaggeration that went into that scene was just too funny. That had me in absolute tears. But yeah, so a piece of fabric ends up coming off and falling off. And to your point, like, it's interesting because it ends up transformed back into Stanley Ipkiss's pajamas, right? So this fabric is found by the investigator, who ends up consulting Mr. Ipkiss about it down the road. But yeah, so Stanley, he ends up going over to this dude that he saw on TV that like actually has a book called about masks and has masks in the background. And
yeah, Dr. Newman.
Yes, to
we all wear masks.
Good doc.
We all wear masks.
We all wear masks.
That man could have worked perfectly in Ghostbusters. That man is so dry.
Indeed.
Beautiful.
He could have been Egon easily, like an old Egon. He was so dry with it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely could have like sold it, bro. He would have crushed it. But yeah, so Stanley ends up talking to Dr. Newman about the mask, and he ends up making a clown out of himself because he tries putting on the mask during the daytime. Doesn't work. Does not work at all. And like, I loved how he did that shit too. He was like, oh shit.
It reminds me of like
Bro,
when
clown
Bruce
himself.
Banner couldn't turn into the Hulk, and he's like, "All right, I warned you."
No!
Trying to.
Yeah, so he ends up realizing that he's basically a clown. Yeah, you know, so he just goofy. Yeah, because and the guy's just like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, it being a magical mask. So Stanley does not know anything more about this mask than how he started. Well, I say actually that's a lot. That's when he had told him about like Greek mythology and Loki and all that.
It was made by the god Loki.
Made by the gods.
Still didn't know how it worked though.
But yeah, so fast forward, we end up seeing some gang scenes going down. Stanley gets interrogated, and we find out we actually get to see the footage of him robbing the bank itself. And oh god, to your point, Amir, that was hilarious too. Just the way it was dancing.
Just the grave screen, and all you see is this man just fucking around dancing in the vault and shit. I've never seen a man move so fast before.
You see, this is what makes me question, like, what the hell are these guys seeing? Like, these guys are seeing like a superhuman move across like supersonic speeds and like throwing people up in the air, making Tommy guns out of balloons. What the hell are they seeing? I know cartoon logic at the end of the day.
Of course.
At the end of the day, what the hell are they seeing?
That's what I envisioned you'd see if I saw the Flash in real life. That
Facts.
Yeah, so Stanley ends up meeting with Tina, and that's where you get some amazing dialogue.
I love it.
Man, channeling his inner Pepe Le Pew.
The pate. I'm sorry.
Man was aggressive.
Spread your pate.
Like, that was harassment at the highest order because he would not.
Yeah, for those of you like actual adults out there that have full-time jobs, if you ever have a sexual harassment seminar, play this
is a great example.
This is a great example.
Any examples that you can apply to real life, run.
Right here.
Like, she kicked him in the balls, and he was like,
She is so coy.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. It's perfect.
Meanwhile, the cops in the bush like, what the hell is going on?
Oh God. So yeah, I can't get over how funny that scene is too. Yeah, this movie. I mean, all of them are. They have, I would say, at least 5 or 6 like extremely memorable scenes, and that's one of them. Just the dialogue, and then what that scene turns into. So okay, so Stanley is trying to be on the run from the ops.
Wait,
but,
pause before we get to it.
Yeah.
When they was running his pockets, they were like, "Oh, a chicken duck, a hammer,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lighter." He's like, "Picture Calloway's wife." He's like, "What?" It's literally his wife in lingerie that says, "Call me." He was like, "Thought you had a sense of humor." Bro, that scene killed me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about it too.
He was like, "Huh?"
Oh my God. But yeah, so then we get probably the most recognized scene from all of The Mask. We get Cuban Pete. All right, they call me Cuban Pete. Full
outfit
rumba
on.
beat. Yeah, yo, he fucking, he flails into it, bro. Like he's all about it.
Got
yeah.
helicopter lights just on him, and he's just fucking it up in front of like a whole squadron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So then you got the officers, right? They're like, hold it up. they're bopping to it. The one female police officer, she's like, "Don't you go!" Like, is like actually vibing with it, and then they end up getting a whole on dance scene with each
What
other.
I didn't get in that scene was I remember the first blonde officer. He did like a little thing, and you heard a twinkle, like as if he like attracted her.
Yeah.
And then she started like forcibly dancing.
Yeah.
I don't think the rest of the squadron was being forced because the other people just saw it and was like. It just started going with it.
It's like dancing plague, bro. It's like one person start dancing, and all of a sudden everybody.
Bro,
else
the
is
fact
like,
that the movie turned into High School Musical for a whole 2 minutes had me in tears. I was like, this is and like, there was so much going on in that scene. Like, my words cannot do it justice. Like, there was a lot of moving parts in that scene for no reason at all. Like, it was obnoxious how great that scene was, and how much effort was put into that. But yeah, so the famous Cuban Pete scene happens, and then at that point in time, that's when he actually loses the mask, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Gets captured by the mob. Well, he gets led on by Peggy picks him up.
by Peggy.
The redhead chick,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, Stanley, we got this now. Just give me, let me." Like, I think she goes into giving him giving her the mask, and then that's when it finally revealed. Not even redheads can be trusted. She got, led on by the mob, man. And the mob come in. Dorian's like, "Yeah, good job, Peggy. Here, your $50K." And she's like, "Man, sorry, Stanley. I got to pay for this condo." Real shit. I mean, you know what? I get it, but you also betrayed the homie. I can't forgive you.
That is crazy. She actually did say that. She was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Gotta keep the condo.
Gotta keep the condo."
Did y'all watch this with the deleted scenes?
No. I didn't even know there were deleted scenes.
Are you talking about like the death scene? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah. There is.
What
Go
happened?
ahead. Elaborate.
All right. I don't know if you remember, but we had the VHS one
Mhm.
back in the day, and it had this scene.
Damn.
But there was a part where who was they harassing at that factory? Do you remember?
You said it was at the factory.
I think it was like some reporter or something
Yeah.
that. They had him upside down. They were gonna put him in like a press factory, similar to like the factory that was in like that Teen Titans Go, like a Japan movie. And Peggy, like the orange hair, she did something that was wrong. And bro, Dorian, while he had the mask on, dead ass gripped her, threw her and there was a whole scene where you just see her fly and go straight into the presser and kills her and flattens her.
He's not even playing. This is like a real deleted scene for this
I
movie.
never even heard of this.
Bro.
Oh my God.
Because
That's awesome.
Yeah, because that was a deleted scene, and I think there was another deleted scene with back when they were at Congo Bongo, and she was interacting with Dorian without the mask, and it was about like them flirting, and they got like hella steamy, so I think they got rid of that one. As
Okay,
well.
yeah, we didn't see that. This is a kid's film.
Not with them deleted scenes. That's instant PG-13.
Yeah, this is like the equivalent of Roger Rabbit. How that's a kid's film, but it's not a kid's film
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what The Mask is. It's a kid's film, but like there's plenty of adult jokes.
Yeah.
Plenty of
It
adult
definitely is in that
innuendos.
realm, like where it took it to the next level, but it's still acceptable, like a Ren and Stimpy damn near.
Well,
Yeah.
What was it? PG-13?
I thought that was PG.
Yeah, let me see. It's like
is it?
the mass rating is like it could be if it was PG-13, I could get it. PG-13. Okay, yeah, it's
Yeah, it was.
understandable.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I remember saying say dick. Like I don't think you could get away with saying dick in PG.
But that used to be a slang where they were like, they don't pay me dick.
Yeah, they don't pay me dick. Like I mean, I get it, but
Like, they ain't
still,
saying like dickhead. Like it's not like that.
yeah, but at the same time, you still saying dick. Like if I said dick right in front of a crowd, it'd be like, ooh, whoa. Not even if you meant like, no, I meant like dick like Richard. Like Richard. You get it. Or like
I thought it was more like us, like when regular show was like, you're pissing me off.
nah.
And everyone's like, oh my God.
You said piss.
So fast forward just a little bit. This is essentially the climax of the movie right here. All right. So Stanley, he's actually currently in jail, and his dog Milo or Milo?
Yeah.
Is it Milo? Yeah, Milo ends up actually helping him bust out by getting the keys and all that. And he ends up going out. He ends up teaming with the investigator for a whole 30 seconds, literally 30 seconds. And then ends up like cuffing him in the car. It was like, don't worry, I got this, right? So goes into, again, back to the Coco Bongo nightclub, which to their point does not shut down. Nothing stops this place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big charity event, right? And our nice little crime boss, Amigo, he's all up in that place. Has a time bomb. Crazy. Is about to blow the shit up.
Because he don't own that. His boss owns it.
He's feeling mad petty, so
Yeah.
he feel like boss deserves it.
He's like, I am the head honcho now, and I'm going to show y'all why.
And literally shot back through his mouth the bullets and killed his boss. So I don't know why he's blowing it up if the boss is dead.
I know, honestly, he is the boss at that point. Yeah.
Just make a statement.
Yeah, he's just trying to make a crazy ass statement. Basically, it's just for the viewer at this point. Because if we look at real plot, there is none at this point.
With his girl tied to the tree.
Yes. So Tina is apprehended. I just love the way you wear that with his girl tied to the tree. Because you're right.
Everyone's just ignoring the fact that it's not really blowing up the thing. He just wants to kill this bitch.
There's a charity event, a time bomb, and then just a girl casually tied up to the tree. It's insane. So it's up to Stanley to retrieve the mask again and to save Tina, right? And the mask ends up getting passed around a few people, right? It goes from our crime friend, right, over to the dog.
Yeah, the dog got the mask.
Milo got the mask, yeah. So, which is very entertaining. Very entertaining. I heard apparently that was all live action stunts that the dog was doing.
Damn.
No, I'm playing.
About to say,
No, because the stuff Milo was doing was crazy.
Was jumping in that frisbee. I don't know if he was like a professional dog.
Well, apparently it actually like I looked up like is a really good like acting dog. Mind you, I don't know the metrics behind that. Like I guess just responds well on set and all that. But like apparently is a good acting dog. So allegedly. But yeah, so ends up Milo ends up also hooking up the mask situation with Stanley, and Stanley ends up retrieving the mask at the end. All right, some gunfire going down, explosions, right? Shit is getting wild. But you know who comes out up on top? Stanley Ipkiss.
Nah, we're lying. He actually gets shot by the mob. The end.
Yeah.
He didn't get the mask. Got shot by the mob. Game over. Tina blowed up.
There wasn't another movie called Son of Mask.
Yeah,
that wasn't a thing.
We don't recognize that movie. It's not.
No, what you mean? We're doing that next pod.
Yeah, that's actually next set of episodes. Next recording. Yeah.
We're doing Son of the Mask Part 1.
I had such a good roller coaster ride, and you just gonna force me on the shit one.
Yeah, bro, we have to.
Gonna ruin my whole overall experience.
On principle, we got.
We were trying to have a good summer.
Yeah, only thing I didn't like was that end. I ain't throwing that mask off. People, be honest with you. If you had a mask like that literally makes you unkillable, does all the things that you want to do low-key on the inside, would you throw it?
Yes.
Just throw it away?
No.
Never.
You're a superhuman. But what if it gets stolen from you?
How?
I don't know. You get robbed or some shit, bro.
They
live in Edge City. I don't know what the crime rate.
I'm not Stanley.
Yeah, I don't know the crime rate. Then again, you know what? You're right, bro. Just go rob some banks. No one's gonna find you. Go live in like Cuba. Boom, you good. The end.
He could have left upon the investigation. His whole closet was full of money. He could have left.
He never returned that money, did he?
I don't think so. Or
Why you think
at
they
least
got
it
the
was
car in the
never
end?
shown.
Damn,
That
Stanley.
car came back.
Stanley's an asshole, man.
Hey, but Mr. Stanley Ipkiss ends up getting the girl at the end. He gets Tina. He throws the mask in the water. Charlie tries retrieving it, but Milo ends up getting the mask or retrieving the mask first, if I'm not mistaken. Ends up swimming away with it, and the end.
Yeah, the end. The end of Stanley Ipkiss's arc, because it'll never be ever revisited ever again. Apparently, there was supposed to be a Mask 2. There was supposed to be, but then it got canceled.
I mean, we got another Mask movie.
Yeah,
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We got another one.
It's called Son of the Mask, starring some dude and a baby, and it has Loki, bro. We actually get to see the origins. I don't know. I think maybe the origins of the mask, kind of. You get to see the creator.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, he looks like a rock star, man. Like how Loki should be.
We all asked for it though, so you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
I ain't glad. I can't wait till we do that.
You guys actually want to do it next recording?
We're already on the way.
I feel like we need to now.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Son of the Mask. All right,
I'm being held hostage.
Tune in the next 3 weeks. We got you, Son of the Mask. It's gonna be good.
In 2005.
In 2005. Hell yeah. What? That was 11 years later?
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
No wonder it flopped. Nobody was interested at that point in time.
At that point, people lost interest. If they did the Mask
Especially
2,
since it wasn't Jim Carrey.
Yeah, because it wasn't Jim Carrey.
He made that whole movie.
Really did.
Really did. I mean, if they did the Mask 2 and it came out in like 1996, probably would have been praised, probably would have been all good, but Jim Carrey was probably like, nah, I don't feel like it. So now they left, 11 years later, we got a good sequel. Oh, I say good. We got a sequel.
Yo, the budget for Son of Mask was a little under like $100 million. The box office was $60 million.
God damn.
Woo!
God
Meanwhile, The Mask made over $300 million in the box
We don't have to
office.
watch it. It's
Yeah,
on
nah,
that's
we're
crazy.
watching it. Nah, it's confirmed. 2 out of 3, you beaten.
Yeah, I can't wait to
This is so lame.
Yeah, I'm going to be discussed. Hey, only 94 minutes. That's all you got.
Okay.
That's not that bad.
The only thing I remember is a baby pissing like a whole stream.
I'm glad you remember something. I don't remember that much.
I remember the dog.
Baby humor tropes. That's all it is.
It's just a fucking CG baby going like, like just running around the house. And
I'd
shit.
rather rewatch Chucky.
Hey, that's actually a good movie.
Exactly.
We're not gonna watch a good movie. What do you think this is?
Yeah. This is Remember When, bro.
Just catch you having fun.
I just catch you trying to be shit.
But yeah, so that was The Mask. It was a wonderful revisit.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
That's a 10. That's a 10 out of 10.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
I can see it.
I enjoyed myself. I'm sorry. I really did.
I'll be honest, I give it like an 8 out of 10, but like in terms of humor, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But like as a whole package, there were a couple like moments where I was just like, okay, it's like a little flat. I think it was anytime it was like in between the mask scenes or even just the crime bosses. I'm not gonna lie, they didn't feel high risk to me.
No,
other
it
than
was
that,
boring.
other than that golf tee scene where I was like, they about the work, they about the business. Besides that, I didn't feel like they were a real threat to anybody until just out of nowhere, just a time bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10 because if they could have tightened up that like the villain of the movie, I think it would have been a really, really solid movie. But yeah, in terms of entertainment, 10 out of 10. You will not get that kind of entertainment anywhere. Like this movie shouldn't stand the test of time. Like if you like looking at the animation, look at like hearing the jokes. Should not be this good, but it stands the test of time.
It's timeless. Timeless
It
movie.
is. It is a timeless movie.
The best kind of movies.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, go watch The Mask.
Yeah.
And The Son of Mask.
Yeah, go watch first watch The Mask, then go watch Son of the Mask, and then read the comics.
And then watch the cartoon show.
Oh yeah, there was a cartoon show. Was it good?
It actually was all right. I didn't think it was
okay,
like
I'm not
the
watching
best.
it. if I don't hear no,
But you watch Son of the Mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. The standards.
Comic movie done. Don't the other two don't.
It's like saying like I'll mess with girls that are 4s, but like if I had a tequila shot, yeah, I'd take a 4. Like what? Standards, crazy.
I mean, if I was drunk on watching that movie, I'd probably laugh.
What, Son of Mask?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking about like Son of Mask or regular Mask.
Oh no, I mean regular Mask is good all around, but Son of the Mask, I'm definitely gonna have to get drunk.
Not guaranteed.
I'll get drunk and high.
Should we make it into a drinking game?
We definitely should.
Yeah,
anytime we see like an unfunny joke, let's drink.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine next studio recording? It just starts off with all of us like this, bro.
It's just all of us snoring.
Man, like,
Someone being carted in the back, just going to the hospital.
like, what's popping?
My stomach pumped after that,
Yeah.
Lord.
Johnny, what you think?
Oh my gosh, disgusting. So we can't wait to do it for y'all. All right, we're gonna be doing Son of Mask. It's coming up. All right, it's
Look forward to that.
It's on the docket. Yeah, well, we got to come in with like actual like green mass.
Yeah, we talked about enough good movies. Let's talk about some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rewatch The Crow.
Hey, aren't they doing a remake?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
We're not doing that next time.
that's a good
We'll do
terrible
next
idea.
Next time.
Yeah.
Watch this on the mask first.
Yeah, that's a good bad idea. I like that.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I miss those commercials.
I love that commercial. ¿Por qué las dos? Beautiful.
All right, so that wraps up this episode of Remember When. Thank you all so much for listening and watching. We appreciate you all so very much. Until next time, peace out, remembers.
I love it.
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.